We have built large language models with hundreds of billions of parameters that can reason, code, and solve complex math. But running them requires massive data centers, hundreds of gigabytes of GPU memory, and significant latency. To deploy these capabilities on standard hardware or edge devices, the machine learning industry relies on a compression technique called knowledge distillation. The premise is straightforward. You take a massive, highly accurate neural network, the teacher, and use its outputs to train a smaller, highly efficient network, the student. This approach to model compression was formally introduced to the deep learning community in 2015 by Geoffrey Hinton and his team. While this teacher-student transfer works exceptionally well for traditional classification tasks, applying it directly to modern generative language models often results in a catastrophic failure mode. Many practitioners assume the standard cross-entropy math used to distill a classification model can simply be mapped onto an autoregressive model generating text token by token. The empirical result of that assumption is that low-capacity student models trained this way suffer from severe logical inconsistencies and output outright hallucinations. The root cause of this failure isn't the smaller architecture size. Instead, it is the underlying mathematical objective function dictating exactly how the student is allowed to learn from the teacher. This is the Kullback-Leibler, or KL, divergence equation. It is the core mathematical engine used to measure the distance between two probability distributions and force the student's distribution to align with the teacher's. Instead of just giving the student the single correct answer, the massive teacher model outputs a probability distribution curve across all possible vocabulary tokens, often called soft labels or dark knowledge. The KL divergence formula acts as a tether, pulling the student's predictive curve toward the teacher's. The evidence suggests that the difference between a high-performing student and a hallucinating one comes down to how we orient this mathematical tether, and specifically the choice between forward and reverse KL. Look at this side-by-side comparison of output spaces. On the left is a classification task, like identifying an image. It is a simple probability distribution across a few rigid categories. On the right is the output space of an open-ended generative model predicting the next word, a vast multimodal probability landscape with dozens of varying peaks and valleys. For every single token it generates, a massive teacher model calculates an incredibly complex distribution across tens of thousands of possible words, weighing multiple valid ways to continue a sentence. When we introduce a 1 billion parameter student, we hit a physical limit known as the capacity gap. The smaller model lacks the internal parameters to perfectly map a 100 billion parameter probability landscape. Its curve is too rigid. Because the student physically cannot learn every nuance, the loss function dictates exactly which parts of the teacher's knowledge it must prioritize. During training, the student is essentially forced to make a choice: capture the wide breadth of the teacher's vocabulary, or capture the peak accuracy of its single best answers. Understanding how the loss function resolves this impossible choice explains why standard distilled models hallucinate. This equation shows forward KL divergence, the default objective in traditional knowledge distillation. Forward KL is defined as a mean-seeking and strictly zero-avoiding metric. Being zero-avoiding means the formula severely punishes the student if it assigns a zero probability to an area where the teacher has any probability mass at all. We can visualize this behavior using a toy experiment mapping a Gaussian mixture. Here, this chart shows a teacher distribution with two distinct sharp peaks, separated by a wide flat valley, representing two highly probable answers. Driven by forward KL, the student attempts to cover both peaks to avoid the zero probability penalty. Lacking the capacity to form two distinct sharp peaks itself, its curve stretches unnaturally wide into a single broad mound. Notice the area between the two teacher peaks that the student curve now covers. This specific area is the hallucination zone. In the context of text generation, the student is now assigning high probability to areas the teacher considers highly unlikely. It is trying to cover the long tail of the distribution. Prioritizing this long tail means the model will generate unlikely, illogical token sequences that break coherent reasoning. Forward KL guarantees hallucinations in compact models because it forces the student to stretch its limited capacity across empty, low-probability space just to avoid a mathematical penalty. The mathematical fix required for generative models is reverse KL divergence, shown here. Reverse KL flips the mathematical penalty entirely. It is mode seeking and zero forcing. The zero forcing penalty means reverse KL heavily penalizes the student for placing probability mass in regions where the teacher has none. Returning to our Gaussian mixture, we have the same teacher distribution with two sharp peaks. When optimized via reverse KL, instead of stretching, the student curve snaps tightly over just one of the teacher's peaks, completely abandoning the other. The student ignores the teacher's long-tail variance to perfectly capture its highest probability major mode. This dynamic introduces a strict precision recall trade-off in generative distillation. In this context, recall represents the coverage and diversity of the teacher's entire probability mass, capturing every possible way a sentence might end. Precision represents the strict sample quality, faithfulness, and truthfulness of the generated text. Sacrificing recall for extreme precision is exactly what we want for logical reasoning, math, and instruction following tasks. We want the one correct path, not a diverse set of wrong ones. Cutting-edge frameworks are now using adaptive KL to dynamically blend these metrics, applying forward KL to the high probability head of the distribution to maintain some diversity, and reverse KL to the tail to cut off hallucinations. By shifting the divergence objective to reverse KL, developers force small models to generate highly reliable, logical outputs rather than diverse but hallucinatory errors. This fundamental algorithmic shift toward reverse KL divergence has produced immediate and highly tangible results across the open source community. We see this in the latest generation of highly capable small models, such as the Mini LLM architecture and the DeepSeek R1 Distill series. These specific models were distilled from massive reasoning engines, but operate with parameter counts small enough to run on a standard laptop, ranging from 1.5 to 8 billion parameters. Look at this chart comparing a 405 billion parameter teacher and an 8 billion parameter student on the AIM and Math 500 logic benchmarks. The performance gap is surprisingly narrow. Previous generations of small models failed at these specific logic tasks because they were burdened by the hallucinations induced by forward KL. Benchmark data suggests that using reverse KL allows a student model to prioritize the teacher's logical consistency over its vocabulary diversity, effectively preserving reasoning performance in a fraction of the parameter count. While much of the industry remains focused on the brute force scaling of parameters, there is a distinct shift toward optimizing the mathematical objectives that govern how models learn. Mode-seeking distillation allows the highest quality artificial intelligence to be definitively decoupled from the need for massive data centers. This enables cutting-edge reasoning engines to be deployed locally, privately, and on standard hardware. By prioritizing the highest probability modes of a teacher's distribution, we can distill high-level intelligence into compact models that run on local consumer-grade hardware.